What's on my central unit is the Central Man here. So this is my predictions of NXT Takeover 30 for the next probably the next 2 3 weeks. We've got a lot of wrestling pay-per-views over the horizon. We've got this show NXT Takeover 30, and then we've got SummerSlam 2020, and then Payback 2020 the following week. And also on the 5th of September, we got AEW's All Out. So we've got about 4 wrestling shows over really over like 2 weeks. Anyway, so yeah, this is the 30th takeover that NXT did since doing the very first show, that is Arrival, way back in 2014. 30 takeovers. You know, really, like, NXT, it had some momentum going into, the beginning of the 2010s. And since rebranded in 2012, and then it started picking up momentum. Yeah, it kind of lost momentum throughout the years, but I think it's still, it's good. It's way better than the main roster. So yeah, let's talk about this show, NXT Takeover 30. It will be at the Full Sails University again, because originally it was supposed to be at Boston. It was supposed to be it should be Takeover Boston. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic in America, so they have to really do their shows in Full Sail University. And by the way, before I do the predictions on the matches on the card, I will do my predictions for SummerSlam of 2020, because anyway, so yeah, 6 matches on the card for NXT Takeover 30. So the first match I'm going to predict, there's four championship matches on the show. Is it four? No, there was not four. Yeah, no, three actually. You got the NXT Championship match, the NXT North American Championship match, and the Women's Championship match. And then you got like 3 non-title matches. Oh, my bad. So anyway, so we're gonna start with the non-title matches first to get out of the way. So the first match I'm gonna predict is Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher. I don't know much about Tim Thatcher. I don't really do. I watch NXT sometimes, but I'm not really like a fan. I don't, like WWE pisses me off. Sometimes you only show the previous week's episode for NXT, not like the NXT episode from upcoming week. Why could they just done that? I don't want to get into it, but it's just dumb. It's like same as Raw. You're not gonna see Raw on the network for every week. It'd be from the previous month. It's stupid. I know it's on a network because I think Raw and NXT on the USA network and SmackDown's on Fox. I understand that, but anyway, so for Tim Thatcher, I watched a little bit. He had a feud with Matt Riddle. Like he's gimmick now. He's a submission specialist. I don't know. Finn Balor, I don't think he's going to win. I mean, this is I'm gonna do a quick predictions because I'm not really familiar of these wrestlers down in NXT. Some I know, but others not too much. So anyway, I'm gonna predict Tim Thatcher getting a win over Finn Balor. Okay, match number 2, we got a triple threat tag team match. Winner gets a shot at the NXT Tag Team Champions, and that will be 2 members of Imperium. Shocking! It's really shocking how Imperium are the tag team champions in the normal NXT. The most associate in the UK brand version of NXT. If you don't know what Imperium is the faction down in NXT UK. You got like Volta. I'm guessing he's still. I might be wrong. I think he is still the UK champion. No, is it Tyler Bate? I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, yeah, it's Volta, yeah, Fabian Eichner, was it Marcel Buffal and Alexander Wolf? And I checked it on Wikipedia that Timothy Thatcher was in that group. I never knew. I think this is before, this was on the Indies, but he's never around when WWE or NXT started doing this whole NXT UK thing. Anyway, so the contenders for this for the tag team number one contenders for the tag team titles are, you got Breezango, that is Fandango and Tyler Breeze. You got Oni Loken and Danny Burch. Danny Burch, if you don't know, if you're a British wrestling fan, Danny Burch is Martin Stone in the British wrestling scene. And then you got this Mexican team. I'm not gonna pronounce the tag team name. You got Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild, and Joaquin Wild is the former Zima Ion DJZ from TNA. I don't know. The tag team division in NXT is very weak. Very, very, very weak. It's the gone of the days. You had like American Alpha, the Revival. Yeah, I like the Vaudevillains. That's Simon Gotch and Aiden English. And the Lucha Dragons, with Sin Cara and Kalisto. Not, the original one with El Loco. Is that El Loco? It's basically Ricardo Rodriguez on the mask. I don't give a shit about Imperium. You had Harper and Rowan as tag team champions, in those 2013 mark. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a quick prediction that's going to be. I'm gonna go with probably. I don't really take Breezango and Breeze seriously. I never liked Breezango when they were doing the whole the Fashion Files skits when they were in the main roster. I think they kind of changed up the gimmicks, but I just do not care. I'm gonna go with I'm going with Loken and Birch. It's a damn shame how Martin Stone. He's a jobber. He's a fucking jobber. I watched a little bit on YouTube. Martin Stone. Yeah, it's Danny Burch, but it's Martin Stone in the British wrestling scene. He's doing okay in the British wrestling scene, but when he's got a big break in WWE, he's a fucking jobber. It's a damn shame. They never make him as someone. He's just a fucking nobody. It's a damn shame. It's criminal. Anyway, so the final non-title match on the show, we got Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. This is the rivalry because you can find this on YouTube because Pat McAfee does like a podcast. And he's basically shitting on Adam Cole, basically like he's not going to be the next Shawn Michaels, and the only reason he's successful because of the Undisputed Era. So yeah, he had McAfee, interviewing Triple H, and also he had McAfee showed up in NXT. I think he kicked like Adam Cole in the balls, continued their beef. Yeah, this could be the bad match on the show, in my opinion. Because Pat McAfee, he's not a pro wrestler. Before I get to why Pat McAfee is not a pro wrestler, I need to drink my coffee first for a second. It's black coffee. I'm going to show you. Well, spilling it. Oh. Click the wrong button. Anyway, so yeah, the reason why Pat McAfee is not a pro wrestler, he's not. He's a former America football player. He used to play for the Indiana Colts. I think he's doing broadcast. I don't know why they're doing this. I think it's just a fucking lousy attempt for NXT to pop the ratings. They're still competing with AEW. There's no way NXT is competing with AEW, man. The reason why NXT, the reason why Vince put NXT on that spot to see them failed because they're still not doing well in the ratings. AEW is still beating NXT in the ratings. Yeah, they drop a little bit, but it's still they're still. I think like AEW's on the sevens. I think NXT in the 600,000. I think it's AEW's on the 75,000, not 75,000. I think it's on the 7 point mark thousand. I don't want to get into the brains, but they're still kicking NXT ass. They've been doing it for like since nearly a year now. And I don't know why Pat he's not really a big time celebrity. I don't know why. With AEW, they had fucking Mike Tyson. He's more famous than fucking Pat McAfee. Like in a some people know who Pat McAfee is. He's an NFL player, but half of them don't know who he is. And Mike Tyson, baddest man on the planet, former boxer. It's just like with I say it's gonna be a bad match because he's not a pro wrestler. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a squash match, but this is gonna be in the same position as Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor because they had a match at WrestleMania 11 way back in 1995, and Lawrence Taylor defeated Bam Bam Bigelow. It was fucking stupid because he lost to a non-wrestler. He was an American football player. It kind of killed and we kind of basically ruined Bam Bam's wrestling career in the WWF. I don't think this match is going to end Adam Cole's career in NXT, but it's not going to do Adam Cole any favors. It's a way to get him away from the title picture because he broke the arm. He's the longest reigning NXT champion. He dropped the belt to Keith Lee. I'll get to Keith Lee later on in this review, but nah. I don't see I don't see McAfee lose. I don't see McAfee winning. If McAfee wins, it's like what the fuck? Adam Cole should never be in this situation. He should be in the fucking title picture. They should do the rematch, Lee versus Cole for the belt. But instead, why he's facing like a celebrity that no one's going to know. Maybe some know, but others not so much. So I put my money on Adam Cole. I just want to see. I want to see Pat McAfee get his ass kicked by the Undisputed Era. That would be like, who's he? Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong. It's really funny. They're not in the tag team picture anymore. What the fuck? I don't want to get into it. So anyway, so that was the non-title matches. Let's move on to the championship matches. I'm going to start with the women's championship match first. We've got Io Shirai defending the belt against Dakota Kai. Got to keep it short and simple. I'm going to go with Io Shirai because she just won the belt. She won the belt at the previous Takeover show. Takeover in your house in a three-way match between her, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair. If she lost the title on the show, what's the point in have her won the belt in the previous Takeover pay-per-view and went on to drop the belt at the next Takeover show? I don't get it. So yeah, I go with Io Shirai defending the belt against Dakota Kai. Okay, and then we got a ladder match. This is I think it's a 5-way match for the NXT North American Championship. 4-way. I think it was going for. I think there was original plan. I think it was going for a 6-way, but unfortunately, you got Dexter Lumis. The former Samuel Shaw from TNA got injured. I said it in my I think it was on the second episode of Gossip and was it Gossip and Talk? That's my show I'm doing. Unfortunately, I'm not doing it this week. I don't want to do it every single week all the time. I end up like getting burnt out. Be once every 2 weeks. Anyway, so the contenders for this in this ladder match for the North American Championship, because Keith Lee, the former champion is Keith Lee, but he vacated the belt. So the competitors are Bronson Reed, Cameron Crimes. Cameron Crimes is the former Trevor Lee from TNA. Johnny Gargano. Velveteen Dream. And there's another one. Let me check. Check my card. Place the card somewhere. Think it. That's four. That's four. Don't get me wrong. No, that's five. Sorry. You got Bronson Reed, Cameron Crimes. Damian Priest. Damian Priest. Sorry. Yeah. Forgot. Damian Priest. So yeah, it's Bronson Reed. Cameron Crimes. Not. It's like Crimes. Grimes. Sorry. Grimes. Damian Priest, Velveteen Dream, and Johnny Gargano. I don't want to see Johnny Gargano winning the belt. I think he did hold the belt once that lasted about 45 days, but nah. I don't know why Johnny Gargano's still there in NXT. He's done. He's won everything. I think he's the first Grand Slam champion. Not Grand Slam champion, but Grand Slam means you won anything. You won every single championship. Like in tennis, because the Grand Slam in tennis are, I think it's the Australian Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to go in golf. I don't want fucking golf, but he's a Triple Crown champion, former NXT champion, former North American champion, and a former tag team champion with Tommaso Ciampa. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it was like, it was Damian Priest was the fifth man. So I don't think Grimes will win it. I'm not a big fan of Trevor Lee, in Impact Wrestling. I don't get the hype about him. He ain't gonna do anything in the business. Trevor Lee, he was I think he's a multiple time X Division champion. He's former, I think he was a tag team champion with Andrew Everett, but he ain't doing shit. I think he's just vanilla and bland. That's my opinion. I don't want to see Velveteen Dream winning it because he did that. It's a damn shame he's not going to be in the NXT title picture because he had that shot and he lost to Adam Cole in that parking lot brawl. That was shit. But I could see Velveteen Dream in the becoming NXT champion in 2021. Adam Cole's no longer the champion, so Ciampa no, Dream no, Grimes no. I'm gonna go with I don't know much about Bronson Reed. Like I said, I don't really watch. I watch it sometimes and not really. Sometimes I'm not really familiar with these wrestlers. But I'm gonna go with I go with Damian Priest. Okay, moving on to the main event. The main event is likely going to be the main event. The big story is fucking Pat McAfee and Adam Cole. Give me a break. And then we've got the NXT championship match between Keith Lee and I keep forgetting. Keith Lee and I need to check my card. Shit, I forgot. I'm gonna check it. Karrion Kross, sorry. Karrion Kross. Man, I'm fucked up. First I'm forgetting the who's in the NXT North American Championship ladder match, and then I'm forgetting the who's Keith Lee's opponent for his match at NXT Takeover 30 for the NXT title. It's Karrion Kross with Scarlett, not Scarlett Bordeaux. I don't know why WWE or NXT ditch Scarlett's surname, because I wish she, leave Impact Wrestling as Scarlett Bordeaux and enter another wrestling promotion as Scarlett Bordeaux, not Scarlett. I don't know why. It's not, but I'm not gonna get into it. And Karrion, I'm not gonna get into it. He was Killer Kross in Impact Wrestling. I, it's kind of yeah. It's hey, I don't know why they I don't understand. I understand that you can't call him killer because it's WWE. It's PG. It's PC. How pussified that company is. It's carrying Cross. Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but anyway, so I don't see carrying Cross winning this. It's too soon. It's too soon because Keith Lee won the belt weeks ago against Adam Cole. They should have done Lee versus Cole for this belt on the show. Lee versus Cole for this match in a rematch from weeks ago at Takeover 30. Not fucking Cole and McAfee. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Come on. It's just like I don't understand WWE, man. Like you're throwing someone he's ain't ready yet. He just debuted. He debuted months ago. I know he debuted months ago, but his first match in the company was at Takeover. I'm not gonna get into the net. I'm not. Sometimes I forget. I know it's his first match was at Takeover in your house. I'm not gonna get into it. Sometimes I forget I need to check the fucking card again. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? What's his last? What's his? Oh, I'm not gonna get into it. I don't really care, man. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes, it's been like 2 months ago. Is it 2 months? Yeah, it's been 2 months ago since the last Takeover show. Karrion Kross won his first match. Oh, Tommaso Ciampa, sorry, man. I'm on, man. Bad. I keep forgetting. Like I said, forgetting who's in the ladder match for the NXT North American Championship. I keep forgetting Keith Lee's opponent for his match against at Takeover 30, and now I forgot Karrion Kross' first match, or his first Takeover pay-per-view match at the previous Takeover show. It was Tommaso Ciampa. Anyway, let's get back. Nah, it's too soon for Karrion Kross going in the title picture, man. Yeah, they should have done Cole versus Lee because do the blow off and build Karrion Kross into the next one. The next one is likely to be at the week, really the night before Survivor Series. They always do that. Do a takeover show the night before the Big Four. The Big Four in WWE are the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. Yeah, they do it down the middle, like a random, probably in a May or June. They used to do it like on a September, not only in September, but they used to do it one in October time, but I think they scrapped it. I don't know why. I wish they expand it. I'm not saying do like WWE doing, like doing 12 pay-per-views in the calendar year. No, just do like add another two more, like like one whether it's in the May or June, and one in October. So basically do six in a month. Unless of doing takeoff shows the night before the Big Four. Anyway, so yeah, back to this match. So yeah, I don't think Karrion Kross are winning it because it'd be a shocker if he wins on the show. But yeah, like I said, Keith Lee just won the belt. If he just won it, drop the belt. I'm trying to say, if he dropped the belt, what's the point having him beat Adam Cole weeks ago on a normal episode of NXT? Yeah, I think he lost. I think he won it at the Great American Bash episodes. Yeah, they did. You're basically competing with AEW because they did like Fight to Fast, Fight to the Fallen. They did the Great American Bash, their version of the Great American Bash. Sorry, but what's the point having Keith Lee dropped it after he just won the belt? It's too soon. I give Keith Lee a run. That's the problem with NXT. They don't see. Yeah, Adam Cole hold the belt that long, but I want to. You don't see it in pro wrestling these days. Having a champion holding the belt that long for a calendar year. You don't see that most often. You see it least often, but you don't see it like you mostly see it like a Mostly like AEW, NXT. Mostly some they do well. Their champions holding the belt for like sometimes 6 months to a year, mostly into that 4 to 6 month mark. But you don't see a guy or girl or even a tag team holding the belts for 1 year. You're not gonna see that. People say, oh, it's boring. No, I think like look at like WWE right now. Most of their championship, like I said it months ago, like championships in the main roster don't mean shit because they'll show up on TV, and their reigns are forgettable, and also they're very short. So yeah, I'm gonna say Keith Lee winning this match on the show. I likely he's gonna drop the belt at the next Takeover show likely in November. I don't know when. Likely they're gonna do shows back in the arenas because I don't think they're gonna do it. I think this could be the last show, last Takeover show at Full Sail University before the next time they'll probably be in a different arena because I think that likely their lockdown, their pandemic in America is going to slow down than ours. Likely it's a damn shame we're not going to see a takeover show in the NXT not doing a takeover UK show in the UK because of the pandemic because they cancelled Takeover Dublin. It's likely we're not going to see a UK takeover show. It's a damn for this year, probably next year. It's a damn shame. I don't know why we're not gonna see it because it's mostly just for the last really throughout 2020 it's been mostly the main roster and the normal NXT. The last time the NXT UK appeared on a pay-per-view, they did the World Collide show with the normal NXT. We're not, it's who knows, but so yeah, I predict Keith Lee retaining the belt on the show. Anyway, so I'm gonna do the recap. So my predictions for Thatcher versus Balor, I'm gonna go. I predict Thatcher to win over Balor. I predict Oaken. Was it Loki? Was it Oni? Was it Oni Loken and Birch becoming no one contenders? Defeat Breezango and Wild and Mendoza to become the new no one contenders to face Imperium for the belts. I really 100% I predict Cole defeat McAfee. I predict Damian Priest win the ladder match for the North American Championship on the show. Io Shirai defeat Dakota Kai, and also Keith Lee defeat Karrion Kross. I don't think Karrion Kross will that if he lose to Keith Lee at Takeover 30, I don't think it's gonna hurt him. I think they're still gonna have plans for Karrion Kross. I don't think he's gonna win it at Takeover 30. I think he's gonna. I'd rather him start it in the mid card first, and then push him to the main event. I hate that. Sometimes WWE does that. Have a guy skip the mid card and begin the world title picture. I hate that. That's not a way you build a star. You don't see Bret Hart starting in the main event, have him in the world title picture, and win the world title in the first go. No, he started in the mid card. Yeah, he started as a tag team wrestler, and then he won it. His first singles belt was the IC title belt, and then 1 year later won the world title. Same as Warrior. His first title was the IC title belt, then won the world title 2 years later. The list goes on and on and on. Like right now, you see a star, all of a sudden, he's in the main event and he's world champion. I hate that. Sometimes you need to pack that fucking in. Anyway, so that's my predictions for NXT Takeover 30. Hope you like it. Sorry about my brain freeze from earlier. It's very hard to predict, remember the matches on the card because I forgot to write down. Next time I'm gonna write down because the next predictions will be SummerSlam 2020. Fuck, hope God that will be a bad show. Fingers crossed, but that'll be in a future prediction show. So anyway, Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, smash the like button, and subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later.